Well, I have two Conn baritones. They're both in the region of 80 years old, both of them. And because, you know, I'm in favor of older saxophones mainly because the metal is better and they're handmade, and they're better made than the saxophones of today. And I also, those are from like 80 years, and I have another baritone, a Selmer baritone, with super balanced action from about 1954 or 5, somewhere around there. And I don't play that in the band. I just practice at home with it, and it's a beautiful instrument, though. It's too good to be carting around on tour. Excuse me. And mouthpieces, I have two. Well, I have about 5 or 6 auto-link mouthpieces that I use on my Conn baritones, because I think that the auto-link suits the Conn. It doesn't suit the Selmer so much as the Conn. They're beautiful for the Conn. On the Selmer, I play a woodwind mouthpiece, which is like 50 years old. But I was lucky that I came across it, and I started playing it, and I love it now. But it's not loud enough to play in a band and all that. It's just a beautiful, self-contained kind of mouthpiece. And I have a Selmer bass clarinet. Also, a Selmer bass clarinet that doesn't go down to low A. It's quite common for bass clarinets nowadays to be made to go down to low A, but mine goes down to low E flat, and low C. Mine goes down to low E flat, and it's in the region of, I bought it about 1968, something like that, and I've had it ever since. The mouthpiece I use is Herb Koff. Herb Koff was the principal clarinet of the Detroit Symphony, and after he retired from the symphony, he started. He was the original person that started selling Yanagisawa saxophones, and this is one of his mouthpieces, and I've used it ever since. I've used it for over 40 years, because I don't believe in swapping around mouthpieces. I'm of the opinion that after a couple of weeks they all sound the same. They sound the same as they did before. On my soprano, I use a woodwind Selmer mouthpiece. I have a soprano I bought around the same time as I bought my bass clarinet, about 68 rather, and it's a Selmer Mark 6 soprano, beautiful instrument. I love it. And I have a tenor. A Selmer tenor, and it's a vintage of I think it's 19,000, and it's old. It's very old. It's over 70 years old. It's the same tenor as Al Cohn and Zoot Sims played, and I use a hard rubber mouthpiece on my tenor, a number 6. I don't believe in mouthpieces being too wide, because they're not flexible enough, and you have to use a soft reed. If you're going to use a really wide open mouthpiece, you have to use a softish kind of reed, and I would rather have a reed with a little more resistance. Consequently, I play a closer mouthpiece, and that's all about all my equipment. That's all the instruments I have.